Well. Well, I have something here, Harry. It's showtime! I love this stuff.
No, that's a trick. That's some kind of special effects.
It's on record. I'm going to save this stuff.
All right, welcome one and all to the Good Improv Show. It's happening live right here on YouTube. It's happening on gradio.ca.
Which is Edmonton's best local station.
I think you probably know that by now. We've been telling you that for quite some time at this point.
Sure have. If you're watching, why don't you take a moment right now? Feel free to dislike this video, unsubscribe, go to that PayPal link there, and enter in the amount of money you would like us to send you, and then hit send. And that'll take care of that part of the show.
Yes. Good. So once you've disliked the video and unsubscribed, then you can request that money and we'll get right to you.
Mm-hmm.
Put in a high amount. We have lots to give.
That's right. Comedy, money, the resources are limitless.
Limitless. So you write in there whatever dollar figure you think is appropriate and it will be promptly sent to you from us.
That's the Good Improv guarantee.
And just as a disclaimer, none of that is guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Everything we've said is a lie. We do have some words of inspiration that are going to help us make some comedy for you today.
That's right. Those are birthday, blood, and NASDAQ.
Oh. Fun, fun, fun. That's all I see. The word fun spelt different ways.
All right. Well, then why don't the three of us get started on some sketches here and we'll jump right in.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dan.
Yeah?
Do you remember when you were real nervous about celebrating your last birthday?
I do remember when I was nervous about celebrating my last birthday. I was turning 30, as you know, and people say it's all downhill from there. And as you know, I live at the top of a real steep hill, so I thought my whole house was going to fall down the hill and all my stuff was going to slide down the hill, so it was a real nerve-wracking time. Little did I realize that they were just talking about my body physically collapsing in on itself.
Yeah, that does tend to happen.
Yeah.
I got you a bunch of climbing gear because I thought you were going to be struggling with hills, but
yeah.
Turns out it was more of a metaphor.
Yeah.
Than an actual hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan. Do you remember when I forgot it was your birthday?
Yes, I do. And I was convinced that because you forgot about it, you didn't acknowledge it, I hadn't aged. So I stopped increasing the number of my age when people would ask me how old I am. I have been 25 for 10 years now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say you keep forgetting, but I send you constant reminders, just hoping that maybe I can bump that number up to 26.
Well, it's not
Stuck at
contingent on
25.
me acknowledging it. Hey, brother, how you doing? How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, yeah. You're my twin brother. Anything you might have forgotten today? Anything you think you might have forgotten today? Something, I don't know, something that comes around once every year, something that is meaningful to the two of us, something that happened on this day many years ago, the two of us. Remember, twin brothers? Anything you're forgetting, perhaps?
Yes, we saw that stray dog that comes around every year, and I forgot to leave a bowl of food for it. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen Scraps. in a while now, come to think of it.
No, it's not Scraps. I picked Scraps up and I took him to the SPCA a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't handle the idea that he was only eating once per year.
Oh, well, I thought that's all a dog needed, They eat and then they can go like 364 days without food.
Forget Scraps, okay? Is there any special event that you're forgetting that a twin brother might share with his twin brother on his own birthday? You remember how it's your birthday today? Anything that you may be forgetting, perhaps?
Oh, yes. The Paul brothers are fighting today. They're twin scrappers in the FFC, the fighter competition. There are a couple of scrappy fellas, speaking of scraps, getting into scraps, which is lingo for fighting.
It's not the Paul brothers in the FFC, although I'm sure that's going to be an amazing fight. Might be an interesting thing to watch on a certain special occasion. You know how it's your birthday today, twin brother? Is there anything you may be forgetting specifically about today that, maybe would affect me also being your twin brother? Anything you may be just kind of forgetting or...
I haven't paid the rent in a while, which probably will affect you because you're going to be forced to move. Actually, the locks have been changed on our building.
But won't we both have to move? This affects us both then.
Well, I'm in pretty tight with the new landlord, so I don't think it's going to affect me as much as it's going to affect you.
It is my birthday today.
It is?
We're twin brothers. It's your birthday today. You threw a big party, remember?
I thought you celebrated later than I did.
Why would I celebrate later? We were obviously born on the same day. We're twins.
Yeah, but I thought that I would celebrate on the birthday, and then you celebrate like some other day, so that I'm not stealing your shine. You can kind of have your own day.
The theme of your party was it's my birthday and no one else's.
Yeah, that was a good theme, wasn't it?
It was a hurtful theme.
Why was it? Oh, because you also were born on the day I was born.
Yes. One of the guests walked in, and he grabbed my hand. He said, "Oh, buddy, so glad to see you. Here's a gift for you. Can't wait to see your face when you open that, Jordan." And then I told him, "No, I'm Dan. I'm the other twin." And he's like, "Oh, it's not your birthday." And he yanked the present out of my hands.
And pushed you away, yeah.
Yeah, and I went and put it on the table.
I saw it from afar. But you can't blame people. Look, I was born at 11:59. You were born at 12:01. So even though we're twins,
no, it still counts.
Really share.
Still counts.
Well, it's not quite the same.
The birth certificate says the same day. All the time semantics you want to throw at it.
Well, look, I'll make it up to you, okay? I'll make it up to you. Next birthday,
okay,
we'll both celebrate. Yeah?
Okay, now that's more like it. I'm sick of going through this every year, where there's an elaborate party where you're throwing these cool parties that are just for you. Party of one, you call them sometimes.
Well, no longer, twin brother.
Okay.
Things are about to change around here. We cut forward 1 year. Oh, Dan, I'm glad you're here. As you can see, I've got all my fishing gear because I'm headed out on the party boat, do a bunch of fishing. I left you a cupcake with a candle in it on the counter. Don't let the landlord see you because you don't live here anymore. But you know what?
Hold on. Wait a minute. You left the cupcake?
Yeah.
This is the big birthday surprise you've been amping me up for all year, saying things are going to be different now. You're going on a luxury cruise liner to fish off the side of a boat with your buddies and a whole bunch of celebrities, and I'm stuck here eating a single cupcake in the dark because if the landlord sees me, he calls the police on me?
Half a cupcake.
Oh, half a cupcake.
Well, it's our birthday. I thought it's only right we should share.
They're going to have cupcakes on the yacht, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, probably, but that's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. I mean, look, we're probably not even going to have that much of a fun time out there on the party yacht.
Oh, I'm sure you won't. It's only been rated as #1 most attractive luxury cruise by Yelp, huh? What about that?
They say that to sell more luxury cruises. Okay, it can't possibly be that good. Otherwise, people would never leave. We cut forward 1 more year. Dan, I've been on that party cruise for a year, and let me tell you, it's been wild. But I'm back.
This is the first time we've interacted in an entire year, and I've been worried sick. I've been calling around. I've been trying to find you. Like, what happened? It's
such an amazing boat. You never want to get off.
Wait, so you didn't get in a shipwreck or like get taken over by pirates or anything like that? The ship didn't sink? You were just on a party boat partying for a year-long birthday celebration. And I couldn't have been there for 1 day of that?
we had some pirates try to take over the ship, but they started having such a good time at the party that they just joined in the fun.
I feel like I could have been on the boat for that. So what, do you have anything planned for this year's birthday celebration? Or you just come here to pick up a few items and then get right back on the boat again? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, I think I left my sunglasses here when I took off last time. I was in such a rush. Actually, I see them. Dan, I don't mean to be a bother, but you've got my sunglasses on your...
Yes, so... Fine. I was treating them like they were a birthday gift. Fine.
Yep.
I guess the half cupcake was the entire gift then. Did you at least bring a couple of snacks for me off of the yacht? I know that means no. Yeah, well, yeah, you did ya?
I brought you this bag of ice.
A bag of ice.
A bag of ice, yes. Keep your drinks cold. But that's only part of the gift, because the other part is the drinks. Which, you know what? I'll go back. I'll get them. They're on the party yacht. It's just moored down at the harbor there.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Now you're right on the boat and then right off the boat again, okay?
On, off. Lickety-split.
Okay. I'm going to hold this bag of ice until you get back.
Cut forward one more here. Oh, hey, brother.
Hello.
Well, you got a empty plastic bag in your hand. Are you taking out the trash?
No. This used to be filled with ice. Then it was filled with water. Then eventually it slowly evaporated away until it's filled with nothing at all. And what's this? In my other hand. Empty glass.
Oh.
Nope, nothing in there. Nothing whatsoever.
Living frugally, huh? I like it. You've taken on the minimalist lifestyle.
Do not tell me that when you went on the boat last year to get a drink real quick and run it off to me, that the boat somehow undocked, went through all the checklists that it needs to go through, got clearance from the harbor master, and then sailed away in the 30 seconds you were supposed to be on the ship.
I can't in good conscience tell you that happened, because that isn't the truth. The truth is, I went to go back to the ship to get you your drink, and I wound up taking a slight detour to the airport and wound up on a party plane. Never been on one of those before.
And it was in the air for an entire year.
It was such a wild time. You know when those things refuel, another plane comes up alongside it, and it sticks the fuel line in the receptor thing, and it's not important that I explain how it works, but...
That cost millions of dollars to do, like, one time, and they were doing this for an entire year, so you could fly 24/7 for an entire year?
Yes, and I hope you don't mind, but I borrowed your credit card, and that is how I financed the party plane, so I am here to return that to you.
My credit card. That's the gift that I get this year for my birthday.
I racked up a lot of points for you, my man. You could fly anywhere you want.
Okay, well that's pretty cool, I guess. That's pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to plan next year's celebrations. All right? I'm going to plan next year's celebrations. We cut forward 1 year. All right, Jordan, welcome to the party boat. Only one of us is going to be allowed entry to this boat. And I think you know exactly who that's going to be.
Me, I presume?
Yes, god damn it, they wouldn't let me on.
And scene. Hey, Dan.
Yeah?
Hey, do you remember when your nose wouldn't stop bleeding?
I do remember when my nose wouldn't stop bleeding. And you know what the problem was? It's so silly. It's because I would constantly be going into the boxing gym and having the boxers just punch me as hard as they could right in the nose. That was causing the whole problem. The minute I stopped doing that, nosebleeds cleared right up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you really were dedicated to that, taking punch after punch after punch to your nose.
Yeah. I didn't see the correlation until the doctor explained it to me. That if you take a heavy hit in the nose, it can start bleeding. I didn't put it together until he explained it to me, you know? Every day I was going in there, I'd get punched in the face repeatedly by these boxers, right in the nose, because that's my specialty. And then a little while later, my nose would just start bleeding. It's just like, what's going on here?
Huh. I still don't understand how they're connected, but I'm glad you got your nose fixed.
Well, the doctor gave the advice. I just followed his advice. I don't understand the medicine. I don't understand how it works,
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
Remember that time that you wanted to be a vampire, but you're kind of freaked out by blood?
Yeah, that was a tough time for me. Trying to get into the whole vampire lifestyle, but being just very, very freaked out, weirded out by blood. Do you know what's running through our bodies all the time?
Yeah.
Inside of little pipes that are in us?
I know. It sounds ridiculous.
And some blood moves quicker than others. Blood in your veins moves slow.
It's true.
Slower than the blood in your arteries.
We cut to a vampire meeting. So, Jordan, you're the new recruit around here. You've been doing a fantastic job with everything. Okay, I gotta tell you. The capes you've been choosing, amazing. The classic Widow's Peak vampire hairstyle, we all love it. I gotta tell you, we all love it.
Cool.
And when you do the Transylvania accent, it doesn't come across as just like a hacky joke. And it really feels like you're from Transylvania. So we're really feeling it.
I'm so glad I'm fitting in so well with this group.
We're loving it. Loving everything that you're doing so far. So there's only one last ritual you got to go through. Mere formality. This is the easiest one, honestly, for vampires because, they're already way into this by the time they get to this stage. So, okay, we're going to give you the goblet full of human blood. All you got to do is down that puppy and then you're in. And quite honestly, I see you raising to the ranks of head vampire very quickly after this.
Sorry. The goblet full of what now?
Yeah, the goblet of human blood. Mere formality for a vampire of your natural skill.
Okay. I raise it up for a toast, sort of swirl it around.
Right, you know exactly what to do. Get the flavors all mixed in there, get the air all mixed in with the blood, so it's the maximum viscosity, maximum smell coming off it.
Yeah.
We'll describe the next step. Yeah, the next step will be when you gulp it all down in one gulp. Maybe some blood will be dripping off your fangs. You'll lick that off because it's so good, right? You don't want to waste even a drop.
I filled up on Gatorade before I came here, so I don't know if I've got room for blood because I'm so full.
That sort of funny stuff, that's going to get you in with so many people so you can bite in their necks, suck that blood up. Yum, 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 yum. You're going to be so good at that, Jordan, with that natural wit of yours. No, seriously, it's just the single cup of blood, very easy to do. Something you're going to drink anyway, right? Like, you're going to go home and have a big glass of blood anyhow, I'm sure. So
their necks? You bite them on their necks?
Yeah, of course. You know how people are found with those 2 holes? Those are vampire fang holes.
It's disgusting. People are always rubbing their necks. You ever see anybody wash their neck when they go to the bathroom? They get pee splatter up on there. Nobody's washing the neck. They always wash the hands. I mean, some of them don't even wash the hands, and then they're rubbing the neck. I don't want to put my mouth on that.
Guess I never thought of that. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. The way you choose to get blood from people, that's your business. If you want to sterilize the neck first, that's fine. This blood has already been certified. It's already good. Our vampire chef in the back, he's prepared this for you. So I got to tell you, it's been sterilized. It's been inspected. This is the top quality stuff. King grade blood. King grade blood. Not just peasant blood. King grade.
Did a rabbi oversee the preparation? Because that... it would be important for me that it's
a rabbi did indeed oversee the preparation.
Darn it. Say a vampire person, obviously, didn't like blood. They'd probably be welcomed into this group, I imagine. This tolerant group.
I mean, yeah, sure, if a vampire could prove he was a vampire without drinking blood through one of the other rituals, like holy water being splashed on him and him not evaporating, or standing in the sunlight and bursting into flames, like if he was to pass one of those tests, then sure, yeah, we'd accept him in for that. But blood is, pretty key. Pretty key.
Huh. Huh.
Did you want to do one of the other tests instead? I could splash you with holy water and just give you a little bit of scarring.
No, I like my face. I don't want to be scarred up.
Okay, we can just give you a little teeny tiny burn on the foot with some sunlight. You show your toes to the sun, you get a little burn on your toe, you're in the vampire guild, no problem, okay?
Is this the blood here in the chalice?
That's the stuff, yeah.
Looks a little cluggy.
It's the perfect clugginess. Jordan, if I could drink that right now, I would.
God, it looks like balsamic that's gone bad. Oh! I don't suppose we could just sprinkle some of this over a green salad, like a dressing. I could consume it that way.
Like the salad is the meal and the blood is kind of just there as a side sort of thing?
To enhance it, yeah. Not a side, but in the,
I mean, if you would have told me that you're going to put the lettuce leaves on to enhance the flavor of the blood, then maybe we'd have something there. But if you're using the blood to enhance the flavor of the lettuce, I gotta give pause there.
God, can't we cook it up into a sausage or something, like English style?
Like a blood sausage.
Yeah.
No, that's really not an option here today, unfortunately.
Oh, I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna be sick.
What seems to be the problem?
I am used to homemade blood, and this kind of blood is not
see.
gonna sit well. I had a bad
understand.
experience once. I went into a convenience store and got a blood there, and I think it had expired, and it just really put me off the taste of blood. I haven't prepared myself.
Okay, I get it. Okay, Jordan, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to drink that for you.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, we've got a backup prepared here because some people don't like the gourmet style blood, and that's totally valid. So we've got a woman here who claims to be your mother, but obviously couldn't be because as a vampire, you were born of the original vampire. We all know how that works. And you're going to be able to prepare her blood for yourself right here in front of us. Using your patented vampire techniques that you know so well, buddy. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with this vampire guild. It's going to be amazing.
Full disclosure, when I get blood from the people, like I said, I don't like to bite the neck.
Sure.
What I like to do is rob them at gunpoint. Say, give me all your blood. Put it in this bag.
Nice. Okay, well, here's a pistol. You do what you need to do.
Oh, I was going to have to go home to get my gun, but you have one right here. I see.
Yeah, you feel free to use that pistol however you need to extract that blood from this lady.
This is kind of a slippery grip. Doesn't really feel comfortable in the hand.
Oh, I got 4 or 5 more, whatever you like. I've got the pearl grip. I've got the grip with the grip on it. Whatever you like.
This is hard. This is really hard.
Hard to decide,
I love blood so much, but at the same time, I think now might be a good time for me to just quit, to practice discipline, to be tempted by the blood, but not drink it, no matter how badly I want to drink it.
Oh, I see.
Just to show how strong I can resist the urge of that thick, cluggy, viscous blood.
Wow. Okay, well, you know what? I've never seen such self-control. A vampire has been presented basically 100 opportunities to drink both the gourmet blood and blood that is essentially street food, like from a food truck here, and you've just resisted at every opportunity. I'm really impressed, Jordan.
We cut forward 20 minutes where Vampire Dan is catching me eating a sandwich.
I thought, You remember how you insisted you weren't hungry before? That's why you couldn't eat the blood, and you'd had so much Gatorade and everything, and you were planning to have a big blood feast when you got home and all that stuff. Why do I see you eating, what is that? Is that a vegetarian sandwich?
This? I wasn't eating this. You thought I was eating this?
Looked like it.
Oh, I could see, perhaps from afar, and with the light in here being dim, how you could think I was eating this. But what I was actually doing was practicing biting a neck. And the sandwich, this hoagie sandwich, was an imitation neck.
I see. I see.
And now I will just place the sandwich on the edge of the garbage,
Okay.
like a vampire would do.
Okay. I see what's going on here.
Place it right there.
I see what's going on here. This is enough lying, all right? Jordan, enough lying.
What?
There's enough lying. You very clearly love blood too much. That is so obvious to me now. You're practicing how to get it out of necks, even though you don't really like necks, and you already have a technique that you use on the regular. This is just stunning. I've never seen such dedication to the love of blood as this before.
Yeah. Yes. That you caught me. That is what I was doing.
Okay. I wish you would have just told us this going into the thing, you know? We wouldn't have forced all this blood stuff on you if we would have known. From now on, I want to be in control of your daily blood consumption, okay? I'm going to give you the normal amount of blood that a vampire would need. I'm going to oversee everything. I'm going to make sure that when you get up in the morning, that's 1 glass of blood. Lunchtime, 1 glass of blood. Nighttime, half a glass of blood. Just like every vampire needs. And I'm going to personally oversee that now, okay? Oh, forget everything else that you've been doing up to this point. I'm going to take care of you, Jordan.
You're a good vampire.
Thank you. Thank you. And see, let's end it right there. Hey, Jordan, remember when you started selling stocks in your body?
Yeah, I do. Commodities usually include lumber, pork backs, and orange juice. But I decided to start selling shares of my body. My liver, my kidneys, my bones.
Exactly.
And there's very little interest at first. The price of my body remained at pennies. Fractions of pennies.
Fully aware of that. Fully aware of that.
Now, my body is up on the stocks to 60 cents.
And that's exactly why I'm here, Jordan.
2,000% increase of what it was. So if you had invested in my body 10 years ago, if you had invested $1,000, you'd have $630,000 right now.
That's correct. And that's what I'm here to claim from you. As your earliest investor in buying parts of your body, I think it's time that I collected. So I've come to sell my shares. I'm going to get out of the Jordan game, and I'm going to need the $630,000.
Well, first of all, thank you for investing. I really appreciate it.
Happy to.
The only way to cash out your shares is through the Jordo Wardo app, which is experiencing technical difficulties right now, and nobody's able to buy or sell any stocks at the moment. But you know what you could do, because you've made so much money? Slap down another investment and see your investment increase even more.
Well, I guess I'm just a little concerned, because once I own 100% of, say, your kidneys, what more can you possibly unleash there? Like, there's no innovation to be had in the field of you having kidneys.
That's true, but suppose I grow more kidneys. Suppose there's maybe 4 kidneys in there instead of 2. I haven't had a body scan. There could be 8 kidneys inside of me.
So just pure speculation, just rolling the dice, hey?
Speculation is a huge part of investing.
You know what? I'm in. There may be 4 kidneys in there. I'm in.
Okay, fantastic.
I want to double this.
Cut forward 2 months. Dan, I have some news for you.
Excellent.
In terms of your investment.
Perfect. If the news is as good as the time you told me you had those 4 kidneys ready to go, then I can't wait to hear it.
You ever heard of kidney beans?
Mm-hmm.
I've been eating a lot of those, helping them kidneys grow.
Okay.
And I'm happy to announce to you that my kidneys have doubled in size. As I have doubled in size, my body, you might notice I'm a little bit larger now.
I had noticed that.
So, price of your stocks are going through the roof. Just like I had to go through the roof, where that crane lifted me through the roof the other day.
because you couldn't fit through the door.
Yeah, because I've gained so much mass.
Right. Understood. Okay. Well, what can I do? Do you need another infusion of cash here? Is that what we're talking?
I think that would be great. I think if you are going to make such a nest egg off of this, it's going to blow your mind.
Okay. Sounds good. I mean, I'll write you another check. For now, all the money I have exists only on paper. It's not actually been delivered to me in cold hard cash, but I trust you. Okay?
Excellent. As
Here
you
is
should.
all of the money I've made so far. 1.26 million.
Wow, you are a rich, rich man. About to be even richer.
Well, Jordan, your body's been good to me. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping to put my kids through college on some of the deposits inside of your body.
We cut forward 2 more months. Dan, the market's crashed.
Yeah, you look really small. What's going on here?
Well, I lost everything that I had eaten that made me so big.
How?
Well, mostly through vomiting and through diarrhea. Those are the main 2 ways. And honestly, your assets were liquidated. There's a lot of liquid. Too much liquid, if anything. The doctors say now that my kidneys don't even function.
None of them?
None of them. I'm on
So I'm
dialysis now.
Yeah, well, that's great. So I'm ruined, is basically what you're telling me here.
No, that's not what I'm telling you at all. You're doing even better than you've done before. Does you know what the market crash means?
What?
That means that things are on sale, man. You can get things for a fraction of the cost. You always buy the dip.
You could buy up your spleen at pennies on the dollar.
Exactly.
Okay.
Always buy the dip. Just like I always buy the dip when I go shopping.
Okay. And scene.
Hey, Dan,
Yes?
do you remember when you competed in the kumite, the blood sport?
I definitely remember that. That's one of the main things I remember in my life, is when I went to perform in the kumite, thinking it was an elaborate ballet dance I was going to be doing. And no, I got my head kicked in pretty severely that day.
We cut to the kumite. Dan, I get an uneasy feeling about this place. Like, look, you have been working on your moves for a long, long time.
Yes, I have.
Your leotard looks great.
Thank you.
Your tutu looks great. You are very, very flexible.
My shoes are broken in perfectly. They're just at that perfect point.
Yeah, you can stand right on your toes. It's amazing.
I'm just feeling good, Jordan. Feeling really good.
But I went to go get a can of soda. You know I love soda.
For sure.
And right beside the vending machines there, I was putting my coin in to get a soda, and I saw a man punch through 5 bricks. I saw another man kick a block of ice, and the block of ice shattered.
What? Were they wearing
And then I saw
leotards?
No, they looked like they were wearing underwear, quite frankly. Very little
Oh.
clothes. And another man headbutted a bamboo tree, and the tree split in half. I'm worried you're going to get hurt in this thing.
What? Why would I get hurt? This is simple. I've done it 100 times. Go in there, Swan Lake, out we go. Very easy.
I know, but I just get a weird feeling about this one. I think this one might be different. I don't want you to sprain an ankle, twist an ankle, roll an ankle. I'm very concerned about your ankles, Dan.
Jordan, look. I appreciate the concern. I know this is different from some of the other ballet houses we've been at. This one is hidden deep inside of a mysterious jungle. And the only way we got here was by a little plane that made us, jump out into that jungle with parachutes. I understand that.
And
But
the
you take
American
the gigs where they are.
The American government's been chasing us, trying to get us out of here,
Sure, but you take the gigs when the gigs come up, right? I mean, this is where they wanted me, so here I am.
You are on point. You're doing very well.
So,
You have your whole career ahead of you. Okay, well, you know what? Do what you do best. Swan Lake.
okay.
I think that's the best move here.
We
You've been
cut to
working on it
after
for
the
a
first
long-
match. Something just felt off there immediately. There was no orchestral music like I was expecting. It was just kind of all the banging of drums really low and chanting.
Mm-hmm.
The roar of the crowd. They're usually much quieter at a ballet.
Yeah, the crowd is really raucous here. And I didn't expect that man to charge at you, but when you pirouetted, he fell right off of I guess, the mat, and you were declared the winner. A great performance, by the way, shorter than I'm used to, but great
Really
performance.
short. And usually I don't have the orchestra master come up and raise my hand afterwards.
I thought that was weird too, and I didn't notice a baton in his hand.
No, I also found that strange. And is this mat a little different than some of the stages that I've been on before? I mean, usually they're made out of hard wood, right? This is kind of a spongy kind of mat.
Like a canvas mat, yeah.
Yeah.
And also you set the record for quickest win.
Yeah.
Because apparently that person got knocked out once they fell off the mat there. They hit their head, got knocked out. And I'm hearing rumors now that the current champion, must be a really good dancer,
I would
says
assume
that
so.
now you've broken his record, he's going to break you.
Oh. Do you think that's how they say, like, you know, break me into the ballet world here? Like, kind of invite me backstage? And
Probably. That's yeah, it could be lingo. Yeah. I think you might be in.
I think so, because, like, I went backstage before, and everybody just turned and looked at me, and everybody's really upset. I didn't see a single instrument at all. No violins, no brass, nothing. But this one guy, he was wrapping his hands and then dipping them into broken glass. Like, now how does that help you ballet? I don't understand that.
That must be some sort of avant-garde interpretation of a famous Baryshnikov dance.
Right, okay.
Huh. We cut to after your next bout. Dan, you did it again, and though I can't see you because the person you were dancing against tried to throw powder in your eyes, and you did one of those very graceful spin moves, and the powder
Thank
hit
you.
me in the eyes, blinding me, and you advanced to the next round, to the finals.
I'm really sorry about that, Jordan. I'm assuming on the back of your ticket it says that, you know, any responsibility for your injuries is on your shoulders, like they usually are.
Of course, I just wish I could have seen you win that match.
Yeah, again, very bizarre. They didn't bring the overture back. It just seemed to be, again, low drums and this weird chant.
Hmm.
And everybody chanting, blood, 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 which I don't remember from rehearsal.
I don't remember that either. This must be one of those weird ballets where they have like a splash zone. Although I didn't see anybody wearing like raincoats in the first 3 rows, and I can't see anything now.
Right, for sure.
Just promise me you're going to do your best dance. This is the big one. This is the final.
I know.
Black Swan.
I know. This is the finale of the entire thing. I get it.
Okay. How are your ankles feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's concerning. They should
I
be
know.
feeling great.
I know they should. It's just some of these are a little harder than I thought they were going to be.
Okay, well, ice them in between rounds here.
I will. We cut to after the final fight. Jordan, let me just describe to you what happened, since you could only hear the shrieks and screams.
Yeah, there seemed to be a lot of commotion.
Well, for the crescendo of the piece, I guess you'd call it, I attempted to do, you know, some ballet moves. Couple of spins, couple of dips, you know, standard stuff. And I guess the guy who I was working with must have not practiced his moves at all, because he charged at me, he grabbed me by the back, and then just started punching me in the stomach over and over and over again. And I'm like, oh, hey, buddy, your choreography must be... You got your choreography wrong. You must be thinking of a different piece that you've performed in the past. But he didn't stop, so eventually I just continued to try to do my choreography. And he slipped and he broke his neck right on the stage there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I thought the show was sunk. I thought it was over right there. You can't have a death on stage. That basically kills the show.
Well,
I've seen
yeah.
I've seen some rave reviewed shows. That's it when somebody dies on stage.
I'm telling you, they should have had a different flooring. They got this weird sort of canvas mat. They really got to have some sort of like hardwood floor.
Here's the thing, Jordan. The crowd loved it.
What?
They loved it. They didn't think it was a problem at all.
They've probably never seen a real ballet before.
They invited me to come back next week, so yeah, I think maybe I've finally found a place to dance full time.
Hey, well, that's great. No more dancing at dive ballet bars.
Absolutely, going to those dive bars where they got those makeshift stages set up with the ropes all around them and stuff. Yeah, no more of that stuff.
Hey, you're in the big time now.
That's right.
Okay, USA.
And scene.
Kumite.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I think we've fulfilled the comedy quota for this evening.
I think so, yeah. We didn't have Justin with us today, so...
No, but we did have him stoically observing here.
That's
In a
true.
trance.
That's very true. Well, thank
To
you very
anybody
much.
watching,
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
go, Jordan.
thank you.
You say stuff.
To anybody watching, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
And if you haven't tuned in, we can say anything right now and you'll never know because you haven't watched it, so it doesn't even matter what we say about you.
That's true. If you feel like liking this video, give it a like. If you feel like subscribing, subscribe. If you feel like donating, feel free to do that as well. Or just enjoy.
You can catch more of the Good Improv Show at our website, goodimprov.com. You can follow us on social media at Good Improv. And we do this show every week. So watch that too.
Yes.
This has
and
been the
check
Good
out,
Improv Show.
Yes, it has. And check out Breaking the News, which is
There's
also
just-
a fun show.
It's embarrassing how much good stuff you guys can listen to for free. So check it out, watch it, subscribe it, like it, share it.
And take a hike.